you want to submit your character to be in some of these videos, then make sure you tune in to the end of the video. And make sure to like the video before we get started. Bryce Vitre is finally back on the football field. For the majority of his career, he's been an Iron Man on the football field. But he's missed games this season and missed the past couple of weeks due to injuries. Luckily for the Commanders, Bryce is coming back just in time for the playoffs. And last season, he lit the playoffs on fire. During the regular season, he won the MVP, and in the playoffs, he led the Commanders to the Super Bowl, ended up winning the Super Bowl and winning Super Bowl MVP. Washington has the team talent to repeat, but they need a healthy Bryce Vitre in order to do so. Washington plays the Carolina Panthers in the first round. Washington is the 3rd seed, Carolina is the number 6 seed. Even though Bryce Vitre has missed a significant amount of time this season, he still was first team All-Pro. That just shows you how dominant he is. This season he had 1,800 yards rushing. Last season he had 2,600 yards rushing with 32 touchdowns. 3rd down and 10 though, he would be in the backfield. But the quarterback, Jeremy Clark, did not like what he saw, so he decided to make an audible at the line of scrimmage, put Bryce Vitre in the slot, where he does just as much damage as he does from the backfield. 10 seconds left to go on the play clock right now, so they need to get the ball off. Bryce Vitre ends up running across the field, ends up getting the conversion for 16 yards. I honestly believe if he was a wide receiver, he would be one of the best in the game, solely as a wide receiver. 1st down and 10 right here though, 3:30 left to go in the first quarter. Clark will hand the ball off to Vitre and he would bounce it to the outside, showing off his speed. Got a nice decent gain for 10 yards right there. That was his first big run of the game. Even though it was 10 yards, definitely showed off a little bit of the old Bryce Vitre. On 1st down and 10, he would get the ball on the counter, tries to juke, ends up breaking the tackle, gets 6 yards on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Commanders. I just recently said that he was starting to look like the old Bryce Vitre, but the old Bryce Vitre would not make this mistake. Run through the wrong hole, end up getting tackled for 2 yards. Definitely had a wide open hole where he got a lot more yardage, but it is what it is. 2nd down and 8, he has a chance to redeem himself. He would get the ball, ends up hitting the right hole, got the 1st down and a little bit more. 8-yard gain, 1st down and goal, Commanders. And on 1st down and goal, the Commanders offensive line would block it up tremendously and Bryce Vitre would walk into the end zone untouched. 2-yard touchdown run for the Commanders. Up 7-0 over the Panthers. The Panthers will respond back, put 3 on the board. Washington would be up 7-3. Bryce Vitre would get the ball, hit the hole tremendously. Ends up getting 13 yards on the play. Got gang tackled at the end of the play though, but Bryce Vitre is still standing, not injured. He's starting to heat up in this ball game with a 7-yard carry right there. 9 carries for 55 yards so far in this game. On 3rd down and 3, they would put Bryce Vitre at the slot. Find the soft spot in the zone, catch the rock, broke a tackle, got 19 yards on the play. Number 27 is starting to heat up, and that's what the Panthers do not want. 27 heats up in this ball game, it's going to be over for him. 3rd down and 5, they will put him at the slot once again. Play clock winding down. They decide to leave him wide open once again, another 1st down. I don't know what's wrong with these defenses because if I see Bryce Vitre getting in the slot, I'm putting all my attention towards him. They actually tried to put all of their attention towards him on this play, but the quarterback threw an absolute diamond. Bryce Vitre had a tough catch. Beautiful route by Vitre, beautiful pass from the quarterback. Another 1st down conversion for Washington. There's 1 minute left to go in the half. Washington is up 14-10 over Carolina. Bryce Vitre will run across to the field, caught the ball in traffic, got the 1st down and a little bit more. Washington moving the football on this drive with 1 minute left to go. Bryce Vitre 6 for 84 so far in this game. Really just been taking over the game from all aspects. Washington would be up 21-17 at the start of the 3rd quarter. The offensive line blocked tremendously and Bryce Vitre has great vision. One man to beat, beats him, but 23 ends up getting him on the ground. But Bryce Vitre fought for extra yardage. Look at how great the offensive line blocks it up. Bryce Vitre has the vision and the patience to follow the blocks. He sees that 22 is taking a nice angle on him, makes a cut, makes him miss, ends up getting tackled, but he stayed on his feet and fought for extra yardage. It would be 3rd down and 9 near the goal line. Bryce Vitre would be in the slot. Ends up running a nice route right here, gets open, and ends up walking into the end zone. Washington is up 28-17 over the Carolina Panthers. They doing their thing right now. Great route. He faked in, fake vertical, went back in, and then walked into the end zone. Great job by Bryce Vitre. 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd. Bryce gets it on the counter, breaks the tackle, gets a little bit more yardage. 9-yard gain on the play. Bryce gets the ball on another counter. Has patience. It's blocked up perfectly. 2 men to beat. Bryce Vitre showing off the speed. Has 1 man to beat right here. You can't catch him. Bryce Vitre for another touchdown. Bryce is back and healthy, and there's nothing you can do but let him do his thing. 72-yard touchdown run. Bryce starts off in the slot, gets the ball on the option, stays on his feet, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle. Hey, this man's showing off out here. You would never think that this man was injured for most of the season. 16 carries, 212 yards. Look at, man, he's still the best running back in the game. I don't care what nobody say. He could have missed all season long. He was still first team All-Pro. End of the third quarter, 35-24. Washington in full control of this ball game. Bryce Vitre looking like the old Bryce Vitre. Since it's the fourth quarter, the smart thing for Washington to do right now is pretty much wind down the clock and just hand the ball off to Bryce Vitre. With 4 seconds left to go on the play clock, Washington ends up snapping the ball. Bryce Vitre ends up taking the wrong hold, but he still gets an 8-yard gain. I think he could have got a little bit more if he would have ran to the left. But they need to convert this third down and 2, so they would hand it off to Bryce Vitre. Makes a man miss in the open field. Still on his feet. Running to the right now. Can he get to the end zone? Still on his feet. 47-yard gain though. First off, he makes a man miss in the hole. His teammate blocks the second man. He has a lane to get to the end zone. 1 man to beat. Ends up breaking the tackle, but he got shoestring clipped from behind. The NFL is better when their stars are playing, and when their stars like Bryce Vitre puts on performances like this, it just grows the product of the NFL, because he's showing off right now. On first down and goal, play clock winding down, 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. They will hand the ball off to Bryce Vitre. He will find the lane, but he would get tackled short of the goal line, so it'd be second down and goal. Washington up 11 right now actually would probably prefer that because they can burn some more clock. Bryce Vitre would be in the Wildcard right here on second down and goal. Ends up getting smacked. Forcing the third down and goal. Carolina ends up taking their first timeout of the half. Third down and goal. Bryce Vitre in the backfield. He will walk into the end zone untouched. After Washington scored that touchdown, Carolina would respond with a touchdown of their own. Actually, 2 touchdowns of their own, but it would not be enough as Washington ends up winning the playoff game 42-37. Of course, this was the play of the game. The counter where it was blocked perfectly. Bryce Vitre had the patience. This had to be one of the best performances I've ever seen for somebody coming off of an injury. He was virtually unstoppable in this game. 23 carries, 280 rushing yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 7 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. This man Bryce Vitre was absolutely dominant throughout the game. Washington 42, Carolina 37. Carolina had a decent season, but they gotta go home. They upset the #1 seed last year in the playoffs, ended up getting to the NFC Championships, but this year they're one and done. Washington has a chance to go back-to-back to the Super Bowl. Do y'all think that they'll go back to the Super Bowl? Y'all let me know in the comments. If they do, that means that they have to beat Detroit and or the 17-0 Atlanta Falcons. That'll be tough for them to do, but with a healthy Bryce Vitre, anything is possible for Washington. Look at his numbers from the game though. 23 for 280, 12 yards per carry. Longest was 72 yards. 54 yards after contact, 3 carries for over 20 yards. That's a great stat line. 7 catches for 95 yards and a touchdown. Led the team in receiving, led the team in catches. Carolina's quarterback, Tay Carter III, 25 for 32, 395, 4 touchdowns, 78% completion percentage. Hey, you can't blame the game on him. He showed up. Their defense did not. Their defense gave up 434 total yards of offense to Washington. Washington was 8-9 on third down. I mean, team goes 8-9 on third down, you really can't expect them to win the game. But anyways, it's Reezy here with the Reason Sports Network. Make sure y'all like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click on the post notification bell too. You can be a character in the Reason Sports Network universe. We make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description. If you want to see the #1 middle linebacker in the NFL get 2 interceptions in his playoff debut, then click this video right here. Or you can see every single Bryce Vitre video if you click on the playlist above.